Hello friends, today we are going to continue with our symmetry elements and we are going to study rotational axis. So, what is this rotational axis of symmetry, or it is also called as proper axis of symmetry? So, I will first write what is the symbol for this proper axis of symmetry, or it is also called as rotational axis. So, it is an imaginary line passing through a body of a molecule and it is about certain rotations through which we have to pass. That means here if I rotate this water molecule by 180 degrees, I will get the two hydrogen molecules interchange. So, rotational is in clockwise direction. So, such a rotation by which we get our molecule back to its original one, which is an equivalent molecule, then certain rotation will be called as a proper rotation, or it is also called as proper rotational axis. Now, here we have to neglect these numbers, as on original molecule we won't have such numbers, but we will have only hydrogen atoms. Now, why I have chosen only axis passing through oxygen molecule? The reason is that we get equivalent molecule. Now, suppose if I pass a line or an axis through hydrogen oxygen bond and if I rotate clockwise, what I will get? In this manner, this hydrogen 1 will remain as it is, but this hydrogen 2, after rotation it will go somewhere here. That means here it will pass or it will go. So, have we received the same molecule after any application of element or application of our rotation? No, we don't have an equivalent molecule. So, this will be a rotational, but it will not be a proper rotation. It will not result into the identity. So, this rotation will not be called as a symmetric, and these two molecules are not symmetric one. I hope you have understood this. Then, so what is, by definition, what we can say that it is an imaginary line which passes through the body of a molecule and about which a certain rotation through an angle in the clockwise direction can be carried out in such a manner that rotation brings back the molecule in an equivalent position. So, here what is the angle by which we rotated? It is, by definition, it is 2 pi by n, whereas where this n value is the degree of rotation, that is our 180 degree in this example. So, we can find out what will be the degree of rotation. So, that is given by the formula, or this n number, Cn number, we can find out how many rotations we took. That can be found out with this n is equal to 2 pi by theta value. So, this C stands for cyclic rotation or clockwise rotation. So, for rotational axis of symmetry, this Cn becomes a symbol. For this water molecule, we can calculate 2 pi by 180 degrees. This comes out to be, 2 pi is nothing but 360 divided by 180, it comes out to be 2. So, we say that C2 axis is present in water molecule. So, we can say C2 is present in water molecule. As such, we have to find many elements present in a molecule. Now, what we'll do is we'll take one more example for our understanding purpose. For example, I will take this square. A square can be a complex or anything. For example, if I say PtCl4, it has a square planar geometry. So, on 4 of the corners chlorine are present in that manner. So, a square will have same symmetry elements as that of a complex. Now, before going towards this, we will see what type of or what type of n values can we find out, as I just said. Suppose for n, if n is equal to 1, that means what would have been happen here? That must be, according to our formula, n is equal to 2 pi by theta, and here n is equal to 1. That means angle of rotation must be 360. So, that comes out to be 1, and when angle of rotation is 360, that means molecule will regain its own position. That is nothing but identity. In last video, we have seen that identity is nothing but doing nothing to an operation, to an molecule. If I rotate any entity, any geometric entity by 360 degrees, it will come back to its own place. So, we can say if n is equal to 1 in a molecule, then it has a identity or E element is present. Now, if I move on, just now we have finished, n is equal to 2. For that purpose, 2 pi by 180, that means angle of rotation must be 180. Now, if n is equal to 3, we can have theta value, that means we can find out theta value. How to find out? 2 pi by 3, so we can get 120. That means 2 pi by 120 is nothing but equal to 3, and we can say C3 is present in a molecule, or here in this case we can say C2, and we can carry out such type of calculations and we can find out what type of element proper axis of rotation is present in an complex. So, for this particular geometry, if I pass a plane, sorry, not a plane but axis through platinum, and if I rotate clockwise direction by how many degrees? For example, if I rotate by 90 degrees. For this PtCl4 molecule, if I rotate this molecule by 90 degrees, dear friends, students, look at this point. This is 90-degree angle between two chlorine atoms, chlorine, platinum and chlorine. So, if I rotate by 90 degrees, I am giving numbers for our understanding purpose. If I rotate by 90 degrees, what geometry I will get? I will get 1 will be replacing 2, 2 will be replacing chlorine number 3 and 3 will be replacing chlorine number 4 if I rotate the molecule by axis passing through platinum. So, I will write this again: chlorine 1, chlorine 2, chlorine 3 and chlorine 4. So, what will be the Cn value for this? Let us calculate. So, 2 pi formula, as we have learned just now, 2 pi by angle of rotation, that is 90, it comes out to be 360 divided by 90, it comes out to be 4. That means n value is 4 and therefore Cn proper axis is present in this molecule. Again, I will rotate by some higher degrees. If I rotate this by 180 degrees, will I get the same molecule? Yes, I will get. Now let us see how I will get. Here 180 degree rotations means this whole axis is 180. That means chlorine will replace chlorine 2. Simultaneously all other atoms will be rotated by 180 degrees if I hold or if I rotate from the platinum point of view, and thus everyone will be replaced by 180 degrees. Let's see how it happens here. On, as I said, on chlorine number 2 I will have chlorine number 4. This will go to chlorine number 4 by 180 degree rotation. Similarly, chlorine number 3 will replace by chlorine 1 and chlorine 3 will be replaced by chlorine 1. So thus we have rotated by 180 degrees. So similarly, if I put into this formula, what I will get? 2 pi n is equal to 2 pi by 90, which is equal to 2. So I will say C2 axis is present. And one more axis we can have here, it is of, if I rotate a molecule by holding another way, the way is here, chlorine platinum chlorine bond. If I rotate, if I hold and if I rotate by how many degrees? 180 degrees. Then what will happen? Chlorine platinum chlorine will remain on its position because I am holding it, whereas chlorine 2 and chlorine 1 will be replaced by another. Will I get the same geometry? Yes. Let's see how it happens. Now here my position of holding is along the chlorine platinum chlorine bond. If I rotate by, as I said earlier, by 180 degrees. Now as I said earlier, the formula, according to formula, that means n value will be equal to 2. So if I operate C2 on a molecule by this axis of chlorine platinum chlorine, what result I will get? That I am writing, the result will be as such. Remember that the axis or the bonds which we hold for rotation purpose, they do not change. Thus I will write them first so that I will not have any other confusion or there will be no change in geometry during writing purpose. As I said, I will write them first because they are not going to change. These molecules will, these atoms will remain on their place. So I will write them first, those not changing. So by 180 degrees, chlorine will replace by Cl3, Cl3 will replace by Cl1. So here I will place Cl3, here I will place Cl1. Is it symmetric? Yes. So what we can say? We can say that chlorine platinum chlorine, a C2 axis is present. Dear students, we can also have a C2 axis along this also, because bond length of all the atoms between platinum chlorine are similar. So obviously I will get same result if I apply C2 axis along chlorine platinum, chlorine 1 platinum and chlorine 3 bond. Now how many elements we found out? Let us have a summary of this. First element was E. It is always present in every molecule because E is nothing but 2 pi by 360 rotation, and that is C1. That is every molecule, each and every molecule have this E. Each and every geometrical entity shape first element is E, because E is nothing but rotating molecule by 360 degrees. Second element which we learned is holding platinum and rotating by 90 degrees. So, how I am going to represent it? I will represent a perpendicular line for a plane of molecule and its rotation. So, its rotation, that means how many degrees are present? First 90 degree we did, that is also present, that was C4 when I did 90 degree rotation. One more rotation we did, that was 180 degrees, that is also present. So, 180 degree rotation is nothing but a C2 rotation. So, and remember other C2s also are present. So, C4, this C2 was along the platinum, then this C2 is along the bond of chlorine, platinum, chlorine, and one more C2 is along the chlorine 1, platinum, chlorine. So, as such we have obtained three different types of C2s. These elements are same but passing through different atoms. Now, if we have many types of similar elements, we need to classify them, and for that purpose we will have to find out which is principal axis. Now, you might have understood that what is a principal axis. So, principal axis is nothing but a main axis, which we can say that a axis which has highest folds of rotation. So, folds of rotation is nothing but n value, as I said earlier. So, among the presence of many elements in a molecule, for this example we have C4 and three different types of C2s. Among the presence of different types of proper axis of rotation, principal axis is that axis which has highest folds of rotation, and eventually it is also termed as C4Z in this molecule, or normally in general terms CNZ. So, this Z stands for Cartesian coordinates, and many elements or all elements can be placed on these Cartesian coordinates, and for this example CNZ is C4Z. So, next point we will study more elements.